go one more over. Okay, and we will begin with an opening statement from Coach Musselman, then we'll go to the student athletes. So, Coach?
Yeah, I just want to give Purdue, credit tonight. But I've been doing this a long time. And the amount of text messages I got from an NBA head coach, an NBA GM, that was tough for us. I thought our team did everything we could to put ourselves in position to win the game. I feel for the locker room. This group, came here to try to win this tournament, and I thought we put ourselves in position tonight to play one more day tomorrow. But I get it. They had a great fan base tonight, and they'll have a great fan base tomorrow. So just unfortunate that we couldn't pull out a victory.
Questions, please, for the student athletes. Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Anyone? Thank you.
Riley Sager, Annenberg Media. Matt, you came in, had an immediate impact, scoring first 5 possessions down in the paint. What was your goal down low, trying to help the offense if they needed it?
Yeah, I just wanted to stay ready, come in and impact the game any way I could. And, this is it for me. No more eligibility, so I'm going to go out and play as hard as I can, do anything I can to win. And that was, staying around the basket, rebounding, defending tonight.
Questions, please. Raise your hand. Well, then seeing none, we will dismiss the student athlete. Or here, okay, thank you.
Brian Gillis, SB Nation. Desmond, how tough is it for you not getting the flow of the game, being on the bench with foul trouble and not, and wanting to be out there and having to spend more time on the bench than you'd like to? How tough is it when you come back in and when you're not in the game?
I mean, it was a little tough, but I just wanted to stay ready, be supportive of my teammates, just give feedback of what I could see just from the bench. I used the halftime, time to get warmed back up, and but I was ready. I stayed ready. I had the half to be fresh for the second half, but I don't control what the refs call, and even if I don't agree with it, so I just try to be helpful in other ways. Like I said, be supportive, give feedback, and just cheer on my teammates.
Right here.
They trapped you a lot in the second half. What were you trying to do? What were you trying to see on the court just to get some plays going?
I mean, just to make the right reads. I think, basketball is just a thinking man's game, and I just have to make the simple passes, and if I got an angle to get downhill or take the shot, then, I just got to make the right play. So yeah, that's it.
The question was from Desmond, by the way, for the encryptionist. Anybody else? All right, fellas, thank you. You're dismissed. And we will return to questions for Coach Musselman.
Eric over here, Steve Streaming, XL Sports. Desmond kind of hinted on it. How frustrating was it that he was out for that long a time during the game? I know there's nothing you can do about it because they're going to officiate the game the way, but what kind of predicament did that put you in, knowing that he was sitting next to you?
A pretty tough one. I didn't know that Desmond was so physical, but he was tonight, I guess. The game's on tape, so anybody can watch it, and it doesn't do me any good to sit up here and get fined or whatever. I mean, the game's reviewable for anybody that wants to. When Buzo dug down in the post, that's as clean as can be. Look, I got to go face a locker room that their season's over. And I thought the game plan, even with guys in foul trouble, I thought we could have won the game, but we didn't. So, like I said, credit to Purdue, and we go home.
Questions, please. Right here.
Hi, Coach. Wesley Yates, what have you noticed from his confidence throughout the season? He played 50 minutes last night, 39 tonight, just how he's evolved.
Yeah, I think when you think about I just hope it's recognized that we played a double overtime game last night, that we're 3 hours difference from home on our body clocks, that we got back to our hotel and the first time we got to utter the words Purdue were about 1 a.m. And we had some walkthroughs today, and I thought they came out and followed a game plan as good as any group that I've ever coached. This is probably the most difficult game that I've ever lost with the team. I've been coaching a really, really long time. And, again, I thought we played well enough to win the game, even with foul trouble. And you talk about a player like Wesley Yates that played 50 minutes last night, and then he comes out and does what he does tonight. But
right here.
the baseline out of bounds, 3 seconds, on the shot clock, we got to defend without fouling there, I guess.
That's good.
And Wes has to hold his ground if there's body contact when he comes off a play that we diagram for him. That's what Wes will be back, I hope, and I'll try to help him with that.
Right here.
Ryan Cartielli Times. Melissa, those last two possessions in particular, what did you see from?
I saw what everybody saw. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, Ryan, but it's all on. My daughter's at home. She watched it on TV. She's a freshman in high school. My mom's, obviously, living in San Diego watching it. It's all you got to do is go on Twitter. Look, we played well enough to win. That's all I can say, and I'm going to keep reiterating, give Purdue credit. We're new. We got to earn respect, and,
In terms of Desmond's floater that he took, what did you think of that decision? What was the play call kind of coming into that?
Yeah, we wanted him to have the ball. He's so good at his float game, and that's the only shot he really missed down the stretch, and so I'll live with that all day long. We wanted to open the floor for him, and sometimes, it's a make or miss can be the difference, or other things can be the difference too. You can miss a shot like that and still win the game.
Anyone else for the coach? Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. Appreciate it.